Hi, this is Joel with the Brandenburg Crew of Realty. In today's session, we're going to talk about navigating the market. So whether you're buying, selling, and or investing in real estate, it's very important that you understand the landscape that you're getting into. 1, 2, 3, come on! All right, so let's get into it. So when we're getting into a market, you've heard these terms over and over. You've heard it's a seller's market. It's a buyer's market. So in the real estate industry, when we talk about buyer's market, seller's market, what we're actually talking about is inventory. How many properties are on the market right now compared to how many properties are selling on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. So this is something that you hear a lot of times, even on national news, you'll hear the term inventory of homes. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Another term you're going to hear is absorption rate. So rate. So absorption rate, it's a simple term. It's the same it's an inventory. It's a measurement of inventory of homes on the market. So what does this look like? So basically simple math. If over the past year, 1,000 homes sold, right? We'll say 1,200. Over the past year, 1,200 homes have sold in a market. If I divide that by number of months, divided by 12, all right, that equals 100 homes per month. All right, so you've sold 100 homes per month. So if I am looking at my current inventory and there is 500 homes available and I sell 100 homes per month, that equals 5 months of inventory. Okay, so now when we get to this number, we need to be able to determine, okay, well, what does this mean? Is this a seller's market or a buyer's market? Okay, and this makes a big difference to you whether you're buying, selling, or investing in real estate. So when we look at a seller's market, well, actually, let's talk about this first. What's right in the middle? It's neither buyer's market nor seller's market. We call it a neutral market. A neutral market, there is 6 months of inventory. All right? So in neutral, we mean there's not necessarily an advantage for a buyer or an advantage for a seller. When we talk about seller's market, it's going to be below. So 5 or less. A buyer's market is 7 or more. So basically on either side of that 6 months. Now the market I'm in today, there is less than 3 months, about 2.7 months worth of inventory. So that is a seller's market. So what does that mean? When you're coming into a seller's market, which it has been across the United States for a few years now, it simply means there is not enough homes, not enough properties on the market to meet the demand. So simple supply and demand, right? So think about gas prices. Whenever you hear something on the news about oil prices going up or somebody somewhere is cutting the supply of oil. Ooh, if we cut the supply, the demand stays the same. That means prices have to go up because the demand has not changed. What we saw in 2020 when we talk about gas prices is everybody stayed home. Gas prices dropped. Why? Because the demand for gas dropped. So in the housing market, it's the exact same concept. So right now, the supply is not high enough. And people talk about interest rates. Oh my gosh, interest rates, there's going to be a crash. No, there isn't, because there's not enough supply, and the demand is still overwhelmingly over the supply of properties. So when we look at a seller's market that we are in, because supply is low, that means that prices are going to stay the same or prices are going to continue to go up. So what does this mean when you're working in a seller's market? If I'm a seller, I have a big smile on my face, right? That means that I put my property on the market. It should sell within a reasonable amount of time. If you're selling your property, remember, you still want to do everything that you should be doing. You need a nice clean home, take care of all that painting, make it show very well, because you are still competing in the marketplace. So in order to get top dollar when you're selling, you have to make sure that your property is very presentable, right? So if I'm a seller, I have the advantage because I've got maybe 5 to 10 buyers that are looking for a property like mine. Now, what if I'm a buyer in this market? Well, a buyer in this market, that means that you are potentially competing against several other buyers that want the same property. So as a buyer, this means moving quickly. It means having all of your ducks in a row, knowing what your pre-approval is, and being ready to get out there, and when you see the home, make the decision, put in the offer, win the offer, so that you get your home. Now, this does not mean that you are paying double the price of the home. It doesn't mean that you're paying a super inflated price. But what you will see, again, talking to an agent that knows their business, they will be able to tell you that the average sales to list price ratio in your market. So, sales to list price. Running out of board. So, sales to list price. So if a home lists for $100,000, on average, what are homes selling for? In the market I'm in today, we're looking between 97 to 98% of the asking price. So the amount of supply, the amount of demand, putting the pressure on the values and the prices of homes. We're seeing right now that you should anticipate paying 97 to 98% of the list price. All of these things are situational, and this is where you need to know these numbers and understand what the market that you're in. But you also need a good agent that is working for you that also understands specific properties that you're looking at. Because when we talk of averages, this all holds true. But every home is not average. So you may be going to a home, it's your dream home. There's 10 other people that want that home. You might be going to your dream home, and there's only one other person that really wants that home. So navigating this market, understanding these numbers is important, but making sure that your agent is going through all of this with you, so when you enter the market, you have clear expectations. But also having that agent that has their finger on the pulse of the market is going to help you navigate this to that micro level when it's time to make an offer, when it's time to put your property on the market for sale, that you are prepared, you know what to expect, and we can meet those expectations for you. I hope this helps you out a bunch when you're getting into the market and navigating. Remember, it's about supply and demand. That will determine if you're in a buyer's market, seller's market, or neutral market. Absorption rate, that just means inventory, the amount of inventory on the market. And then sales to list price ratio, what's the average property selling for? Thank you.